Recursed is quite... It's an interesting game. Really interesting. It's based on... Let's come out. Let's go through it step by step. So... Z for jumping, and you can pick things up as well with X, and things you have to be aware of. I can jump this high when I'm carrying something. I can't jump as high. This is a very important point. So I have to get up to this little purple gem here. Now down there is a ring, and what the ring is basically a bit of like kind of narrative. I mean, it's not that important to what I'm trying to show you. And it takes a while for Recursed to get going, to be honest. A lot of it is just, it's really trying to teach you carefully before it gets very, very confusing. So how do you... Obviously need that block. And you can't jump up there. Well, I'm obviously stuck already. I'm actually quite surprised I'm stuck. I'm like, what am I missing? Do I just have to... I need that block over the other side, right? The one downside of Recursed is there's a bit of kind of like making you feel like, can you make certain jumps? Sometimes you have to do things multiple times to know for sure. What's this here for? I can jump across there, that's nice. No Switch version, darn it all. Yeah, sorry, Recursed is only on PC. Is it possible to throw the box mid-jump, asks Twitch and Joe. I believe it might be. Yeah, it's a very direct throw. I'd forgotten about that. Thank you. There we go. Tutorial levels. Key. So... you need to go over there to get the block because we can't get up here. Can't reach this high. So... I'm going to throw the key across. Get the block. Throw the block across. And then we should be good to get out. That was quite a throw. Yeah. The character's very powerful. Scent. Target. Maybe... let's have a look. Chests. Let's jump a bit. Chests. So this is where it really starts to show its... yeah. Inside a chest is another room. And you can come straight back out like this. And you can pick up the chests. So you can pick up these rooms. So you can see that I need to open this door. So I'm going to get this key. But you know what? Let me just drop that there, shall I? No, I won't do that for now. Hang on. Let's open that door. And we've got another chest here. Let's have a look. Let's go inside this chest. And you can just jump up there. But let me come out. There are things to know. If I take the key out, I'll just drop the key here, okay? I'll go back into that chest. And the key's there again. I'll just bring that key out. I'll leave that there. I'll go in and I'm going to get the key again. So you have to start to realize that these chests aren't like rooms that you go into. They're sort of they're sort of scenarios that every time you go in there, they reset. There's no way of there's no permanence. So if I get something out of there, I can get it out there infinitely. And then furthermore, you can jump into a room with the chest. So I can jump into the room inside here, and then I can start pulling keys out inside here as well. But if you want to know how to destroy anything, I'm going to leave this chest. Remember I said the chest's reset? It's reset. And the chest I just brought in here is completely lost. So as Marcus Don says, the chests are like functions. It is based on recursive programming. That's where the idea came from. Let's have a look at target. Oh, okay. This is a very simple-ish looking one. I wanted more chests. So I'm guessing... Oh, I think you have to just... Oh, I know how this works. Hang on. It's very, very subtle. Let me just... There we go. Now I have to get this block back down so I can jump on top of there. This isn't what Recursed is known for. Recursed is not really about those kind of puzzles. So let's go to the woodland. That's the next level. Trap, pits, reset. Let's have a good reset. Right, so we got a block here. This isn't going to be enough to go over this side. And there's just a chest, so let's find out what's inside it. Some blocks. So that sounds cool. Maybe I'll just bring out some blocks. You know what? I don't have to come up there all the time. Let's just come down here. Let's just jump in and grab more blocks. I wonder how many blocks I really need. I think I need a few more. There we go. That's enough. Let's have a look. Let's go down a bit. Loop. Let's try loop. Right, so key block. Right, I can open that up, but that block's not coming up. Let's have a look inside this chest. Aha, this chest takes you into the same room. J. Delible says, I've been putting off this game for a while now as it intimidates me a bit. It is quite fierce, but absolutely, really, really, I mean, it hurts. Some of the levels do hurt, and, you know, I probably seek medical attention. So I've got a loop of chests. I can go in and in and in. How does that help? I can take the key in. Oop. If I take a key in, then I can, maybe I can drop that down there and the block. Is that enough? No, that's not good enough. I wonder if I can put the chest here and that's gonna help or something. What do I need? I need more blocks. I need another block. Yeah, I can't get back out. Once I fall down, I can't get back out. And I can only carry one thing into a chest. Cocoon is an easier game with a similar mechanic. Yes, that is quite true. So maybe I can take a... That's the thing, I can take a block in, I can have 2 blocks. I can take a key and I can have 2 keys. What happens if I take in a block? Ah, maybe that's it. So I can use maybe 2 blocks to get up here. I need another one. There we go. I can get the key. Now I've got 2 blocks. I'm hoping this is enough. Oh, just about. So yeah, let's have a look. So there are quite a lot of levels and a lot of very interesting mechanics later on. And also there was 2 DLCs added, the Oobleck Conundrum and the Last Tapestry. And I do believe there is quite a lot of fan levels being made as well. I can't remember, the Ice Palace or something like that it's called. Let's have a look at Ruins. It really does start getting kind of fierce. And you might notice some of these levels have white gems in there too. I'm not going to say anything about that. I haven't played the Ice Palace. I still haven't finished the DLC. I keep on meaning to. Okay, so we've got 2 chests. I'm not going to try and solve this to show you what we're looking at down the line. Okay. Green. So, green means they're actually permanent. They're static. If you put them into a room, they stay there. They're not reset by like everything else in a room. So oh, I didn't mean to do that. Another problem with this game, doesn't have an undo. So sometimes you can do something quite sophisticated, got a lot of movements to do, and then you make one mistake and you have to do the whole thing again. It's really kind of annoying. Let's go back out. And if I go back in, that green key is gone because there's just one of it. It's one of a kind. I've forgotten how you reset the level. Restart. So we're going to be careful with this key. Put it down here. And if I remember rightly, you shouldn't drop it on this very lightly, this thin area here. I think they just drop down there into the abyss. Feverish is asking, doesn't have a rewind feature. I don't think it does. When I played it, it didn't. I don't think it does. I can come back out with this key. Let's drop that there. Let's have a look over here. Okay. Alright, so we got another chest inside here. Which just gives you an empty room. And I can take this out. I can take that chest out. And you know what? I can take that chest out again. And maybe one more time. So, you know, there's the other slight flaw of the game. All the chests look identical, but those are not the same chest, right? One of those is different. One of those is this one. And the other 3 are this room. So that's the other thing. It's a little bit annoying, but it's worth it, all those flaws, because some of the crazy puzzles later on, oh my god, you think like, how on earth is this possible? But yeah, I really loved Recursed, and it's a shame it didn't. I don't think it did as well as I would have liked. Favor says, I love how crazy the game lets you get with duplicating stuff. And Marcus Don rightly points out, undo and reset are the bread and butter puzzle games. I wish it did have some sort of undo, but I can understand why it might not. This is very kind of like a homegrown developer work. And exit to menu. I like that the platform is part of the puzzling. So some of these levels are fantastic, and the way, like, I believe it was it Feverish? Yep, said that some of these levels can only be done properly if you can only, the game wants you to break it. There are ways to break the mechanics, and if you start to see them, I think, is this possible? And if you try and break it, the game sort of congratulates you, a bit like way Michael Brow's games do, where they've got sort of situations sometimes which shouldn't happen, but you can make them happen, and it celebrates the fact that you did that. Marcus Don says, I hate the precision moves that it requires sometimes, but I love it despite that. Yes, is the one of the things I complained about too, that some of the precision movements and not knowing if you are able to make a jump and things like that. I don't like it too much. But one of my favorite games of all time. And I wrote, let's go back to Thinky Games browser. I wrote a review for Rock Paper Shotgun, where I sung its praises, and I meant every word I wrote here. Well, obviously not that. That's nothing to do with me. Recursed. It's wonderful. Let me give you the link to it. Oh, actually, it's not Windows only. It's apparently Mac and Linux as well now. Things have moved on. So Joe's just pointing out, like the height you can jump while holding things is the way it restricts taking objects from one place to another. Very natural way to do it. Yeah, when you're carrying stuff, you just can't get over. It's like a natural barrier. You can't jump over areas because you can't jump that high once you're carrying something. Oh, this is the review that got Jay Dellable to buy it, probably. Right. Okay. What I forgot to show you quickly was let me go back to the browser. Recursed on Steam. It's got 2 reviews underneath. And one of them is from Rock Paper Shotgun. Recursed's brilliance is how it spawns complexity from few simple constraints. That's me. And then Jonathan Blow says, I played for a while, but it seemed really slow or simple. And I just love that. It is true. It is a bit slow to begin with, but it gets much more involving later, as you saw.